months, $23.68 net due at lease signing after applying $5,000 factory lease cash. Includes required refundable security deposit. Outlander ES two-wheel drive lease at $269 for 42 months, $25.68 net due at lease signing after applying $1,000 factory lease cash. Includes required refundable security deposit. Only at Mitsubishi.
For more details, call 1-888-MITSU-2007. Program ends 11/30/07.
This is Hungerthon 2006 for the benefit of World Hunger Year on WCBS.
Tony Guida back with you. Bill Ayers with me for Hungerthon 1-800-5-HUNGRY. We've been urging, imploring, pleading with you all day to donate any amount that you can afford. We're heading into the Thanksgiving holiday, of course, and so many families have so much to give thanks for. And we give thanks for those of you who have been so generous with us today for this work that is so important. But please, we've got about 40 minutes left, and we need you to call. If you have called, call somebody else that you know, a friend, a relative, and say, hey, you call 1-800-5-HUNGRY. We need donations of any amount. Bill is here to tell you about some special incentives.
Okay, Ray Romano, that's up to $2,500. You get to fly out to Las Vegas and see the show, meet Ray, photograph, autograph, and, we put you up out there, and you get a dinner at the Hard Rock Cafe. $2,500, but that should go for a lot more than that.
Yeah, that's not enough, folks. Please call us.
1-800-5-HUNGRY. That's 1-800-5-HUNGRY. Now, here's one that is the all-time steal. Eric Clapton guitars are very, very rare. We just had one this year. In the past, we've had them gone from always 5 figures, $10,000, $12,000. This one is only at $6,000. So Eric Clapton, the black Stratocaster, great guitar, signed by Eric Clapton, one of the real king of rock and roll guitarists. So make a bid on that. It's right now only at $6,000. We have guitar signed by Billy Joel. That's at $3,200. So
yeah, some great items, and we need you to step up here, folks. We got about 35 to 38 minutes left. 1-800-5-HUNGRY is the way to donate, either on those really special items or on anything you can afford, any amount you can afford, or donate online, hungerthon.org, and we thank you.
And we thank you, Tony and Bill. WCBS News Time 8:24, and the business news next, sponsored by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey.
An important message from the Port Authority. The holidays are here, and you know what that means. Everyone is packing their bags and heading off to visit folk and friends or flying anywhere that's not here. So if you find yourself going to the airport, don't forget to leave some extra time, because availability of parking at JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark Liberty will be limited. You may even be directed to alternate parking areas, and that especially goes for long-term parking. We'd like to suggest a great way of avoiding all this at JFK and Newark Liberty: the AirTrain. It's getting excellent reviews. It's fast, affordable, and extremely convenient. AirTrain JFK connects Kennedy International to the Long Island Railroad and New York City subways. AirTrain Newark links Newark Liberty International to New Jersey Transit and Amtrak. Need ground transportation options? Just give us a call at 1-800-AIR-RIDE. Need more information? Check out our website at www.panyj.info. Thanks, and good traveling to you. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Look what we're doing.
WCBS News Time 8:25, and from the traffic center, word that one lane of the West Side Highway southbound has finally reopened after all these hours. We'll give a full report on the traffic and the weather together in 3 minutes on WCBS. Time now for WCBS Business News, and live from the Wall Street Journal, Bruce Vail.
Gasoline prices may not be as high as they were a few months ago, but a new survey shows most Americans expect prices to rise in the near future, and that is factoring into new car buying decisions. A survey done by Opinion Research found the recent decline in gas prices is not dampening interest in hybrid vehicles, and 70% of those surveyed said they'd take future gas price hikes into consideration when thinking about buying a new vehicle. Morgan Stanley has agreed to pay $95 million to settle fraud and other charges over its role in the 1999 collapse of General American Mutual Holding Company. The lawsuit accused Morgan Stanley of breaching its fiduciary duty by encouraging General American to sell an investment product it knew could undermine the insurer's liquidity. On Wall Street today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average picked up 5 points, closing at 12,321. The Nasdaq Composite and the S&P 500 each up 2. I'm Bruce Vail at the Wall Street Journal for WCBS News Radio 880.
Business news at 25 and 55 minutes, passing every hour around the clock on WCBS. WCBS News Time 8:26. Attention all business owners. Are you presently accepting credit FCC, the nation's leader in credit card processing, will definitely save you money. First Fiducial Bank Card offers one-stop shopping for check guarantee, cash advances, and other point-of-sale services. You can increase your business with our personalized gift card program. Call 877-443-4455. We pride ourselves on service. Take advantage of our free evaluation of your present credit card processing contract and see for yourself. Call 877-443-4455. No client is too big or too small. We will not be undersold. We guarantee it. Call today, 877-443-4455. That's First Fiducial Bank Card, where savings and service come together. 877-443-4455. WCBS News Time 827. The family of two Lodi police officers murdered more than 4 decades ago are now allowed to sue the man who killed the cops. Thomas Trantino was paroled 4 years ago. A judge says that family members of Detective Sergeant Peter Voto and Officer Gary Tedesco can go forward with their wrongful death lawsuits. Madonna is taking her book tour to the Home Shopping Network. She'll be on live starting on Black Friday selling her children's book series called The English Roses, the Prophets to Go to Help African Orphans. Getting into the Guinness Book of World Records can be hazardous to your health. Just ask Steve Milton, the Eugene, Oregon man, who today is in as the builder of the biggest ball of rubber bands ever. He says while he was putting together the rubber band ball, 4,500 pounds worth of it, lots of the rubber bands broke, and he was actually hurt several times. WCBS News Time, 8:28. Thanks all kinds, Gene Michaels.
All right, let's start, first of all, with the FDR. If you were thinking about using that on the northbound side, there's looks like a stalled cab in the left lane, or he's either in the left or the center lane. Let's see. This car goes around him. Yeah, he's in the left lane. So you want to avoid him. Then you have the disabled up in the 140s on the Harlem River Drive. So it's just an obstacle course to get to the George. Now, the West Side Highway, the good news, southbound side, they have reopened one lane. It's still pretty slow, though, basically back to the George with the delays there. And the northbound side is, northbound side, it's pretty much confined to the 70s as far as the brake lights go. And at this point, that might be the better idea. You just hang there with the good old West Side Highway and do the crawls from the 70s, and you'll be fine on to the George after that. Now, the inbound George has got a 45-minute travel time, basically, from back in Jersey. Heavy on the span. That's for the upper level. The lower level is going to cost you like 30 minutes, and you're still heavy on the span, and all that because people are going to go south of the West Side Highway. Riverside Drive still about 10s on down to the 90s, and Broadway is